We appreciate you watching and listening to the Dead Jeff Show. Please like and subscribe and tune in for more videos. So let's look at the seeding. Nick, you've got the playoff bracket in front of you.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about matchups. Obviously, Denver has a bye in the first round. They're the 1 seed. Let's go with the 2-7 matchup.
That is going to be the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Okay, let's go through all the matchups and then we'll talk about it. And then we have the next one, 3-6.
So 2-7 Patriots Chargers, obviously in New England. 3-6 is Jacksonville Buffalo in Jacksonville, and then 4-5 is Pittsburgh versus Houston in Pittsburgh.
Okay, you know what's interesting about this playoff year is you could see all of the other seeds, the higher seeds, meaning number higher, winning these games.
Yeah, the road teams.
You really could. You could make a case for that. I don't think that's going to happen, but let's go through them. So, do you like New England over the Chargers, or do you like the Chargers in an upset?
No, I like New England over the Chargers. I think the things that the Chargers do best, just in terms of where they seem to be strongest, particularly around running the ball and just getting between the tackles. New England has just done such a great job all year against the run. They're a very physical team. And I don't know how well LA is going to travel to New England on January 11th. Like that, man, teams going from the West Coast to the East Coast or vice versa, that is a tall order. So I really like New England here. I would love to be able to pick an upset just for the sake of an upset. I love chaos, but I don't see it here. I like New England.
Yeah, New England's been my top team in the AFC most of the season. Not all the season, but most of the season. I think they get the win here, but it's a Harbaugh in the playoffs.
Yep. Tough out.
Against Vrabel.
Tough out.
And it is a tough out. But I think the Patriots get it done here, unless barring some weird freak incident with Drake May getting injured or something. I think the Patriots take it here. Luke?
Yeah, I have the Patriots too. Honestly, my gut is telling me to pick the Chargers, but I'm going against my gut, and I'm going to pick the Patriots just because they're at home, and I think they are the better team. But there's something tells me that Herbert's going to play good though, and I don't know. But
like we said, you never do know, and all these games could go either way. Honestly,
yeah.
So. All right, next matchup is the
Jaguars and Bills in Jacksonville.
Jaguars and Bills. All right, what are you doing here, Nick? The Bills have been your team.
I know.
The Bills have been your team. Now it's put up or shut up time.
Yeah, and
all year.
And it's so tough because as much as the Bills have been my team, if you look at Nick's picks, I'm like 6 in a row betting Jacksonville. Like they have been so good down the stretch. This game's in Jacksonville, and Buffalo has been abysmal on the road. Like they are not only just like record wise, but just also performance. Like look at the stats and look at all that stuff. I'm gonna stick with my original thought process, which is in the playoffs, give me the proven commodities, McDermott and Josh Allen. So I will take Buffalo on the road upset of Jacksonville.
Okay, Luke?
I know I've been disrespecting Jacksonville, but I'm taking Jacksonville because I don't think the Bills are that good. I really don't think they're that good. I think they're like the Cowboys.
The grill got them.
The grill, yeah. Trevor Lawrence is going to be rocking that grill in 18 different chains after the game.
Yeah.
And they're going to be hyped and ready to go for next round. So, I don't know. I got Jacksonville. Like I said, I don't think the Bills are that good, to be honest.
Well, this is the typical experience versus youth.
Yeah.
The coach has never really been there. You said McDermott and Josh Allen.
Yeah.
The Jacksonville is more balanced. Their offense is good. Their defense is good. The Bills' defense is not good. You got James Cook over there for Buffalo. This is a tough one for me. If I'm going, I want Buffalo to win, so I'm going to go with Buffalo.
Okay.
But I can see Jacksonville blowing them out, honestly. So it's a weird pick for me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with Buffalo because Josh Allen, there's no Mahomes. There's no Lamar Jackson in the way. This is the year, buddy. You got to get it done.
It's got to be.
And so I'll
this year's going to be tougher for him, I think. I don't think it matters.
It's all on the road, so it may be. But I'm going to go with Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills, barely.
Yeah,
but the teams are better though.
Yeah, they are.
It's like the AFC's like, oh, okay, we already know it's going to be Bills and Chiefs, but this year it's like,
yeah,
I mean, without the Chiefs, there's no Mahomes, but there's a lot of better teams than in the past. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Last one is Houston, Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. The only game where the road team is the betting favorite. So Houston is the betting favorite over Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh.
My dark horse versus Luke's dark horse. I have the Texans. I'm sticking with the Texans in this game. You've got the Steelers, and you're sticking with the Steelers?
Yes, Goat Rodgers, my GOAT. He's going to pick apart that Houston defense, and they're going to get the dub.
And he's going to be picking himself up off the ground all day, so I don't know if he's going to have time to pick apart the defense. The Texans are going to smash them, and I think they're going to win. I'm sticking with my dark horse.
The Texans' offense isn't I don't think better than the Steelers' defense. I think the Steelers' defense. Bro, did you watch the defensive line?
I know.
Get after it.
Yeah, I did watch it.
They're gonna be going crazy on C.J. Stroud. He's gonna have no time in the pocket.
I think it's the other way. I think the Texans are gonna be all over Rodgers. He can't move. We clearly saw that.
Yeah, but he knows ball placement, and he's a veteran quarterback. He knows how. He doesn't need that much time to get the ball out of his hands.
Well, since he's your GOAT, you realize how frustrated he's been with his receivers this year.
But he's getting DK back.
Okay,
that's
be great.
That'll
but
be
who's covering him?
Well, Sting.
Yeah, but the Texans have a great defense.
Yeah,
but they beat Baltimore without DK in a must-win game without DK.
Now, according to Nick and his scapegoat comment, the Ravens beat themselves.
Yeah,
so they let them off the hook. I'm going with the Texans. Shout out to Alan O'Neal and Tony Patino down there in Houston. I think the Texans their defense is just too good, and Stroud is good enough. And the way they've been running the ball lately, I'll take them.
I think, first of all, the NFL clearly did us a huge favor by putting this game on Monday night. I think this is probably like the most intriguing matchup just on paper because of everything that you guys are talking about. Watching Aaron Rodgers in the fourth quarter, like that was just so vintage Rodgers. If you get
surgical,
if you get that Rodgers with DK back, like man, that is so tough.
Then look out. Yeah, that's the only way they can do it.
The problem is, I don't know which Rodgers you're gonna get. But having said that, I'm gonna go like whenever I'm so undecided, I will usually lean home team. So for that reason and that reason only, I'm gonna lean Pittsburgh. But man, it's so close because I could really see this going either way. Like Goat
Rodgers thrives under pressure. He's gonna be vintage Goat Rodgers, just like he was last game against Baltimore under pressure, 2-minute drill, cooking.
I think the issue, and you saw this a little bit in that game on like right before the half, is he does allow himself to get frustrated and take himself out of games. And if that defense is putting pressure on him, and if the game starts off, like if it's close late, give me Pittsburgh. But if Houston can open up a 2-touchdown lead the way that Baltimore did, I just think it's difficult for them to come from behind. So, but again,
you picked Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I picked Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's so close. Okay. It's so close.
All right,
it's such a good game.
So then what would that mean the matchups are for the next round?
Then if we
you went chalk basically, you set Buffalo?
Well, we're split there. So New England being 2 means that they for sure would not play Denver in the second round. So
of course.
So that would mean that Denver would get most likely, I guess if the consensus is correct here, it would be Denver against Buffalo, and then Houston.
Well, let's not do that. Let's wait for the next round.
Yeah, it's so hard to say. Yeah, it's too.
But
so
I got Denver, so
yeah, doesn't matter who.
Well,
yeah, it doesn't matter. Denver.
So then you think Denver's going to win the Super Bowl or go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, they're my team.
And I've got New England going to the Super Bowl out of the AFC. And who do you have, Nick?
Buffalo.
Okay, 3 different ones. All right, let's go to the NFC.
All right.
Let's look at the matchups. Read them off.
2-7 in the NFC. And I will say, just while we're here, and any chance we have to take a shot at the Philadelphia Eagles, we're going to take it. How stupid do they feel sitting everybody? Chicago loses to Detroit, and you should have had a cakewalk to the 2 seed. You should have had 2 home games if you win. You should be playing the Green Bay Packers, who have lost like 5 in a row or something. And instead, you got to go, like, just all kinds of bad here. If Sirianni loses this game, Philly's going to riot. Like, this is such a bad spot for them to be in. I'll get off my.
They're there.
Yeah, but I'll get off my. I can already hear the. At least we're in the playoffs.
They're gonna lose.
I'm surprised you noticed, because I thought you were too busy kissing Howie Roseman's butt to notice what's happening elsewhere. So you actually looked on the field. Okay.
Yeah, I looked on the field for just a second. But having said all of that, Chicago is the 2 seed. They are the only NFC. Actually, that's not true. Never mind, because Carolina is the home team. So Chicago versus Green Bay in Chicago. Chicago is the underdog, a home underdog.
Okay.
You've got the 3-6 is the Philadelphia Eagles against the San Francisco 49ers. And the 4-5 is the Carolina Panthers hosting the Los Angeles Rams. And the Panthers are a huge home underdog against the Rams.
They should be.
Yeah.
So I'm going Rams in that game. We'll just get that one out of the way.
Rams,
I don't even think anyone's taking the Panthers, but hey, this is just like the other side. You could see all of these higher seeds, 7, 6, 5, winning these games,
100%.
Right? I'll go with the Rams against the Panthers.
Yep. So Philly, San Francisco.
Green Bay, Chicago. I hate that game. I want the Bears to win so we get a better draft pick from the Green Bay Packers. Yeah. So I would rather have the Bears win, but I think Green Bay is going to win it. So I'm going to say Green Bay wins that game, unfortunately for us. And then I'm going to go with the 49ers over the Eagles. I'm picking 2 upsets. Well, I guess technically they're not.
Well,
if you say Chicago's favored or not?
No, Chicago's the underdog. Yeah.
So technically that's not an upset. But I'm taking Green Bay, San Francisco, and LA, and those are my picks for those games.
I will go LA as well. I'm going to go with Chicago, and it's totally on the Ben Johnson effect. I hope so. I think Ben Johnson is, man, what a great hire for Chicago. Like, just what a turnaround for that team. And it's so crazy for Coach of the Year with Vrabel, Cohen, and Johnson. Like, in any year, any one of those guys is a runaway winner. And in this year, it's like, man, how do you pick?
What about Sean Payton?
I think only because all of those guys are in their first years with the team is
what
why.
About Seattle's coach? They're the 1 seed.
I mean, yeah,
Mike McDonald.
He should be. Also, I mean, honestly, I can't even find a reason to keep him out of it. So that's 4 different guys that in any other year are the obvious winners. So anyway, I'm going to go with Chicago because of Ben Johnson. It's purely based on Ben Johnson. And then Jordan Love coming off an injury. Who knows? Could be anything. So Rams, Bears, and I will go begrudgingly with I hope they lose, but I will go with the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah.
Howie Roseman.
Yeah.
So I obviously have the Rams. They're winning the Super Bowl this year. But I also have the Bears. I don't think the Packers. I mean, Green Bay adding Diggs, that's gonna hurt them. And I think Micah being hurt, I don't know. I'm just not sold too much on the Packers this year. And the Bears are just like, they're kind of like the Jaguars to me. Like, they just kind of have all this energy, and then out of nowhere, they've just been really good. I don't know. Being at home, I think the Bears will beat the Packers. And then I actually have the 49ers beating the Eagles. I think Philly is going to regret not, playing the last. Yeah. I think they're going to regret that. Just like they, lost, I think it was a couple of years ago to Tampa Bay. Like that whole, I think it's going to look very similar to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's winning the NFC? Who's going to the Super Bowl out of the NFC? You said Rams, Luke.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, who do you have?
God, I so don't
It's wide
wanna,
open.
I know, and I so don't want to do this. Right now, like just right now today, I'm so hard pressed to not pick Seattle just because of they're a complete team. And I can already hear Luke, and I agree with it completely. Like the Sam Darnold factor makes me so nervous. Like it makes me so
They're at
nervous to
home.
pick
They
Seattle.
got a good defense.
I know.
It should make you
I know.
nervous.
It does.
It should make you
does.
nervous.
It does. But you're right. It's wide open, man. Like this is one of the most, and from like just a viewer standpoint, like how awesome is this? Like going into an NFL playoff season where, like you said, legitimately every road team either has a chance or is just outright favored to win these games. It's awesome. I'm looking forward to every single one of these games, but I'm going to say Seattle. I'm going to go with Seattle.
So you have Seattle and Buffalo in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Opposite ends of
Gosh,
the country.
What a terrible Super Bowl.
It actually is kind of bad Super Bowl.
For me, I know Luke has the Rams and the Broncos in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
I like the Rams as well. I like the 49ers, but they both have to go on the road.
Yeah.
And that's not been a very good winning formula in the playoffs.
No.
I'm not sold on the Bears. I hate the Eagles, so I refuse to pick them at anything except for the suckiest team ever. I'll pick the Eagles, but just kidding, Eagle fans, okay? I think I'm going to stay with the Rams. It'll be the Rams and Patriots. We've seen that movie before. But I am pulling for the Seahawks to win it. I want them to win it. I'll go to the Super Bowl, maybe not win it. But I think it's cool to see teams that haven't been there in a while. I know they were there with Hasselbeck, and that didn't go so well. But I would hope that somebody like that would get in there and win it. It'd be nice to see the Bears there too, since the Ditka days they haven't really done much. So they played and lost against Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl, where Prince was the halftime show, and that was probably the best thing about that Super Bowl. It was so ugly and sloppy. But I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'm gonna go Rams Patriots, as much as I don't like that, but maybe the Seahawks will be fun. But what about your dark horse, Nick? You just left them in the dark. The 49ers.
Yeah, I think the problem that I have with the 49ers, especially right now with Trent Williams being hurt, and I don't know if he's playing in the playoff
I think he's going to play.
So I think that'll be like a huge upgrade. But man, Brock Purdy and the offensive line, that offense just looks like they're in trouble. And these teams that they have to go through defensively, I don't know, man. It just makes me so nervous in terms of them being able to get on a run as a road team. So in the last 6 years, only one champion, the 21 Buccaneers, have won from outside of a home field position. And I don't think the San Francisco 49ers team is nearly as good as that Tampa Bay team was.
I think they're better. I think they're better than that Tampa Bay team. They just don't have Tom Brady, right? They had Tom Brady.
That quarterback matters. If Darnold matters,
I know, but I think
Seattle,
they're better. I think they have better players.
What year did you say?
2021. That's Tom Brady.
Was it?
That was Tom Brady.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, Buccaneers. Who else would it be?
I know it was the Buccaneers, but
I think this 49ers team is better. I mean, Christian McCaffrey's a better back. They have
they have way worse receivers though, right? Like way worse receivers.
I don't think so. Who did they have?
Well,
who did Tampa Bay have?
Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
Why are we debating Tampa Bay and San Francisco? Why are we debating that? It's
because Nick brought up.
But it's a waste of time. No one cares. No one cares about that. You might care, but most people don't. And the 21 Buccaneers versus the 26 49ers, what Nick is saying is it's hard to go on the road and get to the Super Bowl.
It's 3 road playoff wins.
Yeah.
And
so,
I don't think San Francisco is built to do that.
And the Rams are the team that can do it. The Rams can do it.
I think the Rams can. I genuinely do.
Yeah, that's the only team I could see as a road team doing it. That's why I went with the Rams. Patriots, they're a home field team unless they play Denver. And that's why you went with Seattle's, because they have to they have the home field advantage and they have the bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, all I was doing was just disagreeing with Nick on the 49ers. I think
I know.
do have a good offense. I think
They do.
They are good.
They are good.
Because he was saying that it was risky to him, made him nervous to.
He's got to come up with
them.
reasons to leave his dark horse in the dark. So
Yeah,
that's what he's doing. He's coming up with reasons.
And then to that point, like from a dark horse standpoint, and I just saw this, like the odds of winning the Super Bowl, have kind of not dramatically shifted, but like Seattle is now the number one favorite, and the Patriots are actually way lower than I think. They're getting a little disrespect here in terms of like Buffalo is slightly better odds to win the Super Bowl than the Patriots, which to me that's kind of wild. Like
that's what you said. It's a experience factor. It's the Josh Allen factor. All right, there you have it. We'll see what happens this week with playoff football.